Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be installing a Ramair Crossover Pipe. Replace this guy in here that I ordered from Whoosh Motorsports. Been debating on how I'm going to go ahead and install it because I've seen some folks have been able to pull it out, take out the intake pipe, or if you have the stock intake tube and box, and then disconnect from the turbo back here and just kind of snake this crossover pipe out. You gotta take these two bolts off too, but I'm thinking, I've seen other instructions have you take the whole cowl off, and with this guy off, it's gonna give about 4 more inches of area to work with in here. It's kind of a pain. You have to take the windshield wipers off and then take the headlights out, but I think we're gonna go ahead and do that to install this, just so nothing gets scratched up. So we'll start by taking the headlights out. Got to remove this bolt here. I think it's a T25 or a T30, but I'll check on that. There's another one down here, and then there's just a little Phillips pop clip right there. So once you get those 3 out, you've got to slide the whole headlight assembly back, because there's a clip that hooks under here. You got to pop it up, and then you can move it forward a little bit and pop it out. There's also a connector right down here. I'll get a light on it later that you need to pop off just so it doesn't get hung up. But we'll go ahead, pull the screws out, and then I'll show you how to slide it to get it released. And then we'll do the other side and take the cowl out. The reason why I have to take the headlight out is there's a screw under here to remove the lower portion of the cowl. And then you have to take these clips out. I believe there's 6 of them. And these little plastic guys pop off right here off the windshield wiper blades. And you can just take the nut off and you should be able to grab it from under and rock it out and have those guys off. I haven't seen anybody needing to use like a bearing puller or any kind of pulling tool to get them off. So I just confirmed that the bolts for the front and rear of the headlight are T30s. When you're popping this clip out, again, my other videos I recommend that you use a nice little plastic pry tool so you don't tear anything up. You have to take the screw head out first, it's Phillips. And so we have the connector back here. And let's see if we can get under. It's just a push tab to release. And we'll pop that off. It's hard to get at it with this angle, but there's just a push tab on the top right here. Push it in and then rock it out. Okay, so when you get the bolts out and the clip out, you got to get this guy slid back to clear this tab, and then you've got to kind of rock it out because there's 2 tabs, one kind of in here and one in here that hook under the lip of the plastic bumper. So get it back. It's kind of hard one-handed, but lift it up. So now you see we got this clip back here is cleared. And now we got to clear the tabs under here. So you kind of got to get under it and rotate it. See if I can do it one-handed. Might be a bit of a challenge. You may get a little pop because there's a clip under here. Like that. And the light is free. For the passenger side connector to the headlight, you can see it's just down in here. It's a little tight, so to get to the push tab, I'm going to go ahead and use another one of these little plastic tools, slide in there and get to the push tab. I'm not taking the intake off just yet because I'm probably going to do this in 2 days and let it sit, so I don't want to leave the intake track exposed to whatever dust blows in. Okay, so the nuts over here on the windshield wiper arms are 15 millimeter. And it shouldn't take too much to get them off. I'm gonna try to grab a torque spec for the bolt from the manual to see what we're looking at to put them back on again. I'm trying to do this without wiggling this guy, trying to do it without lifting the arm up because I don't want to bang it into the windshield, but I may have to go off camera. But the idea is you're supposed to wiggle this off just slowly using the wiper arm as leverage, and they should come out. So you're going to want to keep shimmying away on this. Just be careful with it. especially in this corner when you get them to pop off, because you got spring tension right here where the blade can be popped up for cleaning the windshield. So keep your thumb on it, keep some pressure on it, because that guy's going to want to bend. And take it off, and you got your wipers off. Okay, to get these clips off, I found after playing with them quite a bit that if you grab them from under, you give them a good tug, you can start working them out. So you grab a little tab. There's 2 tabs and some nasty little teeth in there that's really just biting into the plastic. I don't know how many uses you'll get out of these if you take this off too many times, but you can kind of get it forward towards you. And then take some sort of pry tool. These plastic ones are nice, but I think it's kind of trash when I'm doing this with them. Kind of get this guy pried out. Get the top pried down a little bit. Get up under the bottom. Let's loose this side. Get my 2 fingers in here, and it's out. So yeah, let's get some light. These things are pretty nasty. Just a little bite that they put on the plastic. So that's how you get those out. And we're going to remove the 10mm bolts holding the lower cowl in. Actually, we'll just go ahead, take the top cowl out now. It should be free to go, I think. I think it just slides out. Yep, just like that. This is what they got to do, I think, every time they change your windshield, is take this thing off. There's a little plastic trim you got to kind of release over here. See, it's hooked in here, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out. Get the top cowl off, release the bolts, and get the bottom. Okay, so we have the 10mm bolts loosened up. These are a fairly coarse thread. I think when we go to screw them back in, be real careful, because this looks like it'd be real easy to strip. It's going into plastic in here. They're pretty loose. I'd probably just driver tighten them, because going into the plastic, they got to be real easy to strip. So now we're looking at this lower cowl. Looks like it's held in. Oh, I missed some bolts. There's 2 bolts back here. 2 more 10mm. And we're probably gonna have to pop this guy off. So look at this clip. I'll just have to release it from one of the sides. We'll pop him off and get the cowl off. So for this clip right here, just get your pry tool up under this latch, pull it out, and the bottom drops out. And this guy should come out once you clear it. Boom. So then you don't have to try to mess around with pushing that in and releasing it, because it'll most likely tear this little push tab up. They're not really meant to be used more than once. So yeah, just pop this little clip off and it's free. And then I'm gonna go ahead, take this lower cowl out. Comes out real nice and easy, just like that. It's free. We're just gonna take it out of the car, and plenty of access now to get that crossover pipe out. So here we go, cowl is removed, and yeah, ton of access. This is gonna make it much easier. This gives you an idea of any work you need to do back here. It's not too hard to take off, and you just get a ton of access to everything back here. You won't have to scratch anything up. Actually, the evap mod I did probably could even do that much easier, because you get a little more space back there, but not evap mod, but sound supposer. But anyway, that's it taken off. One thing I forgot to mention, luckily I still had dirt on my windshield, but you're gonna want to mark where your wiper blades are resting, so when you put them back on, it should be fairly obvious where you want them, but it doesn't hurt. So this is part 1. Part 2, the part should be in tomorrow, the crossover pipe, and we'll take everything out and install it.